that you give, rap, bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way.
At the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Snowhawks of Virginia Beach. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Panther Street, Panther Street. Hey.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's second down and 3.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Brings up second and 3.
Hurt! 18, 5 in!
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Big Lion! 70 Timberwolves!
Here's Hooker to throw it. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Hooker. Open man right side is St. Brown. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Snowhawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Watkins diving, he's got it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now it's Richardson. Again, that's Watkins. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Hooker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this Colt defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Second down and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, Richardson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 18.
Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go, and the team...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Big lion.
Looking to throw. Hooker. On the left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from a yard out. And the Snowhawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. On this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Hooker. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing. Hooker. Left side here. That's the tight end fan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Aaron Campbell on the return. The Colts take over at 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 7. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings us 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run. Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 61 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown! Jamil Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Snowhawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So but he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson looking to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Snowhawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Play action. Now Richardson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Richardson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Richardson on third and short. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Richardson off the play fake. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the wall. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go now.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Ready.
QB sneak, Richardson, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Richardson will throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And they're going to speed things up here.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Hooker now off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. It's Brian Branch with it. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. 4th down, a give to Gibbs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run with Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Check Bobcat.
Another run for Gibbs here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They go play action. Here's Hooker. And he's got it. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Snowhawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent work.
Watkins diving, he's got it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now it's Richardson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
3rd and long for Richardson. And that's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 11. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Virginia Beach, it's just their 2nd win here in 11 tries this season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him.